WWE says no yeet to a title change. Hey, what's going on, guys? Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. We are this close to 2,000 subs, so if you could hit that like button and subscribe, it'd be much appreciated. But tonight was the second edition of this brand new version of Saturday night's main event, and it was headlined by Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I don't know if you guys listen to Busted Open Radio, but earlier today, my mentor and frequent collaborator in this content game, Robin Lumberg, had pretty much an hour-long discussion with Mark Henry, saying that if tonight wasn't the night where you were going to give Jey Uso the championship, when is it ever going to happen? Now, as we all know, Jey Uso is somebody who's had this big support, this big movement behind his back. He's a big-time merch seller. He gets big, loud reactions when he enters the arena. He's beloved by kids. And that's not something you could stumble upon every so often. Now, this was a very back and forth match. There was times in the match where you thought Jey Uso could possibly win, and it could possibly be his night. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Gunther hit him with a couple of power bombs. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso, get the Yeet man up out of here. Now, that's shocking, but not so shocking at the same time. Now, we all hear these rumors of what's going to be on the WrestleMania card. Are we going to get John Cena versus Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes versus The Rock? Gunther versus Seth Rollins? Are we going to get John Cena versus Gunther? We all know that Gunther is in the mix of this upper echelon of positioning on this card. Not to say that Jey Uso isn't going to have a significant role on this card, but I feel like there's levels to this, and Gunther was always going to be on a higher level. Now, I thought that tonight you still could have had your cake and eat it too, which is a strange, thing to say. If you have cake, you're going to eat it. I never understood that, But anyways, you could have had Jey Uso, have a short-term run and have Gunther win it back. I think people just wanted that moment. I mentioned before how he has this, big-time support behind his back. One of the main pet peeves I have about wrestling is when you have somebody who's so organically over, you want to reward the fan base for supporting the individual so much. And LA Knight is a clear example of what can happen when you don't strike when the iron is hot. If you guys remember, not so far away, from now, LA Knight was a guy who was extremely popular, extremely over. I remember going to AEW shows and you would have random people going, yeah, this guy was red hot, right? Not to say that he's not hot now, but it's levels to this, because there was a point where people started to realize, like, there's not going to be an end game to this. This guy isn't getting the big titles, and he just cooled off a bit. And you don't want to sit there and do that to people. You don't want people to be so supportive about somebody and don't reward those individuals for doing that. I feel like giving him another longer term run with the IC title or a US title run would just kind of be one of those here, damn, try to shut people, like feeding chum to the sharks type situation. And you don't want to do that. Now, like Robin and Mark Henry we talked about, if not now, when? That is a question that is going to boggle my mind for a while, because I feel like the title that Cody Rhodes has isn't coming off his hands anytime soon unless it's against The Rock. And Gunther, he is earmarked, in my opinion, to have a match with Seth Rollins or possibly John Cena. CM Punk is there as well. So I feel like he is going to be reserved for a couple of big-time feuds as well. So leaving Jey Uso kind of empty-handed, which sucks for the guy. He's worked extremely hard. He's somebody who's been known as a tag team specialist for so long. And for him to be able to organically get over as a singles performer, put in the work to be in the position that he's in now, it sucks that he's not going to be rewarded, right now or maybe anytime soon. Fingers crossed for all you little yeeters, he'll have a big time WrestleMania match. I could see him possibly winning Money in the Bank whenever that's back around July time. I could see him be rewarded somehow, some way, but just not now. What do you guys think in the comment section? When do you think Jey Uso, or if you even think Jey Uso is ever going to win one of the top WWE championships? Did you like the match? How did you think about Jey Uso's performance? Are you disappointed? Let me know in the comment section. And like I said earlier, like the video, subscribe. It'd be very appreciated on my end. It helps people out. It'd be much appreciated. Like I said, I'm Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.